Breaking news coming in, viewers. Again, on the foreign policy front, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is on a historic visit to Australia, the first visit by an Indian Defence Minister in 12 years, and the first under the Modi government. During his visit, he has met Albanese, the Australian Prime Minister, and both countries have signed important defence pacts and will take part in exercises in days to come. India and Australia have operationalised an air-to-air refuelling implementing arrangement that will give obviously Indian carriers and also, of course, Aussie carriers more reach in the Indo-Pacific. Akash Sharma joins us for more on this. So we've just shifted focus from Mumbai to Canberra. Akash, put this into perspective for our viewers.
Right, so Rahul, you rightly pointed out this is happening after 12 years when an Indian Defence Minister is visiting Australia. And it is important because of a number of reasons, but Indo-Pacific is one common agenda for both India and Australia at this point in time. You also pointed out that how a number of MOUs have been signed between both the countries, and we have been given to understand that Maritime Security Roadmap is one of the key important pacts that is going to be there between India and Australia, because as I mentioned earlier, Indo-Pacific is something that is a common agenda, and both countries advocate free and fair Indo-Pacific. We know that how there are players who are, showing aggression in the region, and specifically we talk about Indian Ocean region. So we know that how there are countries, that are expanding their reach in the region, and how they are at times showing aggression. So India and Australia, have been working on a number of pacts. Maritime Security Pact is one, of course, and then the Joint Security Collaboration is something that both the countries have been working on. We are expecting, a joint statement in some time from now, and there we'll get some clarity on the number of MOUs and the sort of MOUs that have been signed between both the countries. But yes, Rajnath Singh is there in Australia. He has met with the Prime Minister of Australia and also the Defence Minister, and in some time from now, we are going to, see the defence, in fact, the joint declaration and the joint statement as well, where we'll get an idea as to what are the kind of pacts that have been signed between both the countries.
Well, let me just ask you this, because we do know that Australia is one very important leg of the Quad. The Quad in itself at this moment seems to be in a slight moment of crisis, if I could put it like that, Akash, because you know that relations between Delhi and DC are not exactly where they should be. So how much of this diplomacy, this exchange, and we've seen a heightened exchange now between India and Australia over the last few months, how much of this is also perhaps an attempt by India to leverage Sydney or Canberra to actually lean a little bit on Donald Trump and get him off his high horse?
Rahul, you see, I'll remind you of the sort of developments that happened after May. Australia was the first Quad member that came out in support of the sort of, action that was undertaken in self-defense against Pakistan. It was the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia, who visited India and at that point in time condemned Pahalgam terror attack. So definitely, there are expectations from Indian side as well that this particular visit will somewhere boost the overall idea of Quad and also the sort of meetings that were expected earlier and that are very unlikely this year. So possibly, this particular visit will give some sort of impetus to that sort of partnership where we have these four nations, coming together for, shared goal for a common agenda. So definitely, it will give a sort of boost, and we are expecting that it will have some sort of mention in the joint statement as well, Rahul.
Well, that's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Akash, thank you as always. Very comprehensive there from the ground, viewers, getting you a view